Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm doing a live feed, you guys. Rare, I know. Right. Would you say hello? Hello, hello, hello. Oh, y'all are doing good? All right. On this Sunday, wonderful day. I'm working on the mutable signs now, which you're going to be the first one, Gemini. Then we'll switch over to Virgo, and then we'll switch over to Sagittarius, and then we'll go to Pisces. All right. Like I said, I haven't done very many live feeds, so, but I'm here. I just need to check one thing. I want to make sure that the chat is working. Oh, I have my keyboard, don't I? Make that work. I'm just gonna go. Good morning. Nope, it's not showing up in the thing. Oh, geez. Alright, I gotta check one little thing here. If y'all will bear with me. Where is I'm not going to worry about it right now. Sorry, we're just not going to worry about it. Y'all say something, hopefully I'll hear it. I know. All right. So, okay. If y'all want, we'll take a quick look at the astrology and see what is going on with you guys, and where things are right at this moment in time. Okay. And what is happening? Here's the keyboard. Oh, it's in my way. All right. Why am I not seeing that? Oh. Well, I'll fix it on the next go round. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump over into the astrology real quick and see what's happening for you guys. All right. We got it right here. I have added to the astrology when I'm looking at it. I've usually been going by the true nodes that are here, but I decided to go ahead and add the mean nodes. Now, the true nodes are exactly this moment in time. All right, at this moment in time where they're at. So where they're at is for you guys is in the 11th house. The true node is at this moment in time. 11th house being that house of your environment, friendship, like-minded people, and really has you with your friends, sharing those same interests that you have with others. So at this moment in time, it's really for y'all. Y'all are thinkers. Y'all are communicators. And you're sharing your interests with friends. Don't let things get out of hand. I will say that. Or you may be healing some issues with friends at this moment in time. Social groups. You may be looking at them at this moment in time. There's an opposition here, I see, from the past that you have, that you're dealing with. Maybe with these friends, social groups. You may be reducing them. You may be changing your groups, your friendships. There could be some issues with them. When we're talking about the mean nodes, like I said, the north nodes are about this exact location at this moment in time, and it's the moon connected to the eclipses that are to come. We will have an eclipse in March, but it will be of the lunar eclipse and of the new moon in March. And then we will have a total solar eclipse coming in April. And we'll talk about those. And it's kind of warning you that, hey, whatever's going on here at this moment in time, something here emotionally, the moon, lunar, that you feel about maybe your friends, about your groups, love affairs, that maybe you've had some love affairs with some friends, some romantic attachments to something here. But with eclipses, it kind of changed those feelings that you may be attached to. Maybe there's groups or friendships that you've been so emotionally attached to that you really need to reassess those feelings. About the friends. Who are your true friends? And if you've had some past experiences, and we're going to talk about that in a minute, with some that maybe there's some wounds there, you might want to heal those wounds. But like I said, there is this opposition. You can see it very plainly right here. Okay? In your house, we have Vesta. Vesta is known as that energy of, or what it represents is the sacred feminine creative energy within you that allows you to dedicate yourself to your aspirations, your plans, and your goals. Now remember, the moon is feminine of nature. Emotions are feminine. Women express them a lot better than men do. And it's that creative energy that allows you to dedicate yourself to any aspirations you may have, goals you have, plans you have. And you may be discussing this with others. Now remember, there's a quincunx here on it that's coming off. And it's going to this conjunction with the midheaven where you are right now in this point in time in the north nodes. And that connection with Chiron. You're going to open your heart up to something in your 8th house, which the 8th house deals with death and regeneration, sexual activities, and these sort of things. But with Venus, it's that capacity to love. It's how you express, or that capacity to love you and your values. Does your values meet with the other person? I was getting ready to quote about the moon, but because it's our feelings, what we feel, and how we express those things through our activities, our emotions, our attitudes, our habits, even our general moods. And how do you adapt to the environment? And we're talking about Aries, which ruled by Mars. You know, that energy of masculine energy, the masculine of the feminine energy. How do you express that? And, you know, you've got something on your mind here. Vista also shows where that's run in your chart right now. Vista also shows where you have a nun-like, a spiritual-like devotion to a cause, a project, a person, or a belief that is sacred to you. Okay? And like I said, we have the opposition. Is there balance in this relationship? Are you giving more to your friends than they're giving back? Are you around these good people? Now we're going to talk a little bit here about with the mean node, which is exactly what I said. I added the mean nodes. Why did I add the mean nodes? I added them solely because it's about our life path, mine, yours, everyone's. and our personal growth. And are we learning karmic lessons here? Because you do have something here in your 12th house, which your 12th house deals with karma. There can be some losses here, sudden changes. And we do have a quincunx to or from Uranus. You're shaking things up. There's something here. You've learned some lessons about something here. And you're kind of shaking things up with this south node. Now, I don't have the aspect showing on the north node because it's just a point of time at this moment in time. And there is some opposition to this moment in time. We got a grand trine sitting here as well. You can see it. It's about your sole purpose of something here, your life path. And what the sun is about that life path. Focus. What your soul desires here, your inner personal drive, your energy, the source of your will and self-motivation, having that sense of confidence. And the ascending is there with Jupiter, which is about being very optimistic. It's about the personal growth. And through karmic lessons, we have that growth. But you got to be optimistic. There's something about it coming up in your life right now, on your life path. That, yeah, you may have to let people go. Negative energies, negative people. If you got friends around you and all they want to talk about, is negative this, negative that, and they don't see life worth a crap, and blah, 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 and they're bringing you down, you got to get away from them. You got to remove that energy out. Because it's not helping you, and you can see now, because I've got it in live motion with the time, that now that energy of that quincunx from Vista that was going over to Venus is not there anymore. So you may have made some adjustments here, because that's what quincunxes are all about, is making those adjustments that are needed. Because the energies are just not in alignment with one another. And this involves you having the courage to make the decision that, hey, I gotta get away from some of these people that are negative energy, that are bringing me down. Poo-hoo on this and poo-hoo on that. Well, take your poo-hoo on down the road, okay? Because you're moving. We got the sail here. And what this sail, and I'll show it to you. And what this sail entails is that, yes, with this mean node, you're on a life path of something here that has to do with your future path. What I will take into the future with me and what I will leave behind in this moment in time. If it can't heal it, can't fix it, the energies aren't matching, it's not going well, it's not fulfilling my sole purpose in life, then, I've got to activate my mind and say, hey, no, can't go that way. Because that grand trine that's part of this sail, you want something to go smooth. You want those smooth relationships. And this is all air. So for you guys, Gemini, you're really thinking and communicating something about what you want to devote yourself to and who you're going to devote yourself to. In this moment in time from the past, lessons you may have learned. Now, the biggest thing I want to talk about for this is not just this that's going on, but what I do want to talk about here is what's coming on in Aquarius. The sun is here, right? In there. We went into Aquarius season back in January. The season changed. And when it did, it moved into Aquarius, and within that same day, within hours, boom, guess what came in? Pluto. And they conjoined together. Now, interesting, I find very interesting about this, is we're going to have these stellar planets of Mercury, Mars, and Venus in here, in Aquarius. And we're going to have an opposition, that full moon that's going to happen in Virgo. Here. It's not going to be exactly opposite. We just had the full moon in Aquarius, but the new moon on the 24th is going to be in Virgo. Remember, we've always had the oppositions. And Virgo is not opposite of Aquarius. Leo is. Unless my inference is wrong here and somebody put this in there wrong. Let me pull my book. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. Let me get the book. Okay, I'm back. I'm looking at the book. I got a big book here. It will be on a Saturday. It will be on the 24th. And my time, on the East Coast, the UT time, which is Universal Time, is 12:31. So you can either adjust your time from the Universal Time, or you can adjust it from the Eastern Time. So on the East Coast, it would be at 7:31, and then it'll, the hours will change across the United States because I'm on the East Coast. California is 3 hours behind me, so you can adjust it by your Universal Time, whatever you may be from that Universal Time, or you can go from the East Coast, which my time would be 7:31 in the morning. And yes, it is saying Virgo. 5 degrees, because the Universal Time, it's off by 1 minute. But it's 5 degrees and 23 minutes on the East Coast, 22 minutes if you're going from Universal Time. All right? So, yeah, it's showing that. I do want to say that Vista is now, I said on the 8th of February, it was going direct, and it did go direct. It went stationary, and it is direct now. So, and it's moving back toward Cancer. It came from Cancer, it came into your sign, and now it's going back. So there's something here when this changes back over and transits back into Cancer. Anytime something goes in a retrograde, to me, you're reassessing, you're reevaluating, you're reviewing something. You're going back over something, maybe your plans, your goals, what your aspirations are. What are you going to dedicate yourself to? I got to go back over something here and figure this out because something may have changed. And it could very well be when the sun came into Aquarius and hit with Pluto at 0 degrees, or Pluto came in, sun was there first, came in, something got changed. Something within your plans, your goals, or whatever got in that drive you had towards something, and your confidence, or maybe you were just reevaluating things here on your future plans. It's like going, and Saturn was going direct, all of the planets going direct, so it was kind of putting the brakes on, going, wait a minute, I need to reassess this. And then on the 8th, you've been doing that. You've been going through things, looking at it, and going, okay, I need to look at something about myself, what I really want for myself. Do I still have the attachment to these friends, to these social groups? Do I still have the same interest? Am I devoted to them again? Like, let's say you're going to a gym, right? And you've really been working out and all this, and maybe there's something about the gym change. Maybe the atmosphere change, and all of a sudden, with different people come in, and it's like, I don't know if I like this being around, something here, but something here has changed. And like I said, you got Uranus and Pluto, Uranus and Jupiter there in your 12th house. You could have been going through some going through some karmic lessons that you're just maybe tired of being around maybe negative people. And you're starting to learn these lessons, and you're starting to have this personal growth, and you're awakening to something here. I think we're all awakening to the truth of something about ourselves, about our environment, about friends, about family, about jobs, careers, relations, whatever it is. I really honestly feel that when that sun and Pluto came into conjunction with it in Aquarius, the process of awakening was taking place. And this is a good thing. Because when I said there's an opposition here, right, which is this opposition from the mean node, the south mean node, something in the past about our life path that we were on, and our personal growth, and maybe even our past actions, because that 12th house is about past actions, karma, lessons we need to learn because of our past acts. Hidden supports and limits. Who's been, this is the ones that are like enemies, hidden enemies. Who has supported you? Who has not? Who has done some maybe hideous things to you? Maybe didn't respect your values, didn't, maybe they used you for money or whatever this may be, for what you had. They were just using. People are waking up to this. Who are your true friends? And I have said this over and over and over and over and over again. This is a system I was raised up on. Your closest friends, you can count on one hand that you can really, really trust, and you'll still have fingers left over. Now, you got a thumb, but you got 4 fingers, right? You may have 1 or 2 close friends, and that's it. The rest of them, just look at them as acquaintances. They're in my life at this moment in time, but that don't mean they're going to stay there. And if they keep using you or keep backstabbing you or whatever this is, it's like, something here's got to change. I can't keep helping somebody that is not willing to get up and help themselves. They don't have, if you got somebody sitting there telling you they don't have no goals, they don't have no life plan, they don't know what they're doing, they're just living by the seat of their britches from one moment to the next, and you can't keep feeding into that, not because it's going to destroy your goals, your plans. And they either got to change and get with the program and find out what it is truly where they want to be, what they want to do. And they got to have positives, and they got to be optimistic about it. Because I'm telling you, you're seeing something here that just not right. Now, again, we'll go back to what I'm going to say. Because this is air and it is connected. There's a triumph here with the air. And your sole purpose, does things match? Is it going okay? Nope. I could tell that because I see the squares. Your mind is being activated now, awakened. Because as these planets, Mercury's done already came. Mercury came in here on the 5th. It's 0 degrees. I think one astrologer said this has not happened. They were specifically talking about Mars coming in now. That is going to come in and ingress in here, and it's going to come in at 0 degrees soon, very soon. Venus will be the last one. But they were talking about that, and they said the last time that happened was 1800 and something, okay? So it's never happened. In our lifetimes, it's never happened. We've never seen it. Pluto conjuncting at 0 degrees. And I'm not saying it hasn't conjunct at different degrees, but it is never conjuncted in our lifetime in over 148, 150 years at 0 degrees in a sign. And it's hitting each one of these planets coming in at 0 degree. So Pluto's like the door greeter. Welcome to hell, y'all. You know, it's the gate of hell. It's the gate of transformation. Are you worthy of something here? Are you authentic? Are you real? Do you have the courage to face what's coming? Do you have the strength? Are you going to be the real you? Are you going to show the real you? Because there's an awakening here. Definitely, most definitely. And each one, Mercury's done hit it. Now Mars is going to hit it. And like I said, the other astrologer, what I believe, was mostly dealing with Mars. So, you know, we know that with Uranus, it's an unexpected event. So expect the unexpected. You might be thinking one thing about somebody, but then all of a sudden, boom, or a job, or whatever this is, or possessions, or whatever you got here going on, because that quincunx with Uranus has been hitting that south node about the past here. About the energies, you got to make some major decision here, and things are going to be shaken up. And I feel like we are being shook to awaken that, hey, as each one of these planets come in, my biggest point I'm trying to get to this, and I'm getting there now, is that when each one of those hit Pluto at 0 degrees, to me it's like a reset. It's like, wait a minute. Something's changed. Each one of these planets, when they come in, they hit Pluto. You're going to go through some transformation here. And it's going to be having some aspects to you guys about your future plans and your goals and what you're aspiring to here. And where you want to, where that sail, remember, it's coming out of the past, because all we know is the past, right? We're looking back at the past. And astrologers would do that often, look back in our birth chart. Where was things at the time of our birth? What was going on during that time? So that's all we do know. So we compare things with what has happened in the past to what, when these aspects come up, or when these conjunctions come up, or these planets move and they come in, we look back at the past to see, well, this happened then, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be the same thing, but expect the unexpected. You always got to do that with Uranus. Remember, Uranus is the god of air. We don't know which way things are going to go. But with you, as far as in your personal, that you do know your path. You do know if you have dreams, if you have goals, if you have aspirations or plans. What are you devoting yourself to? And you've been reassessing all that. Now, what's going to happen is these planets are going to all come in. Mercury's going to be there, Pluto's going to be there, Mars is going to be there, Venus is going to be there, and you're going to have this stellium of planets here. Anytime you got more than 2 planets in a sign, It's called a stellium. Now, by the time Venus gets over here, we will already be in Pisces energy. But while we're here, it's creating that. Because now we're fixing to have Mars come in. So the stellium begins. Now, when does Mars come in? Oh, shoot. Wrong one. Mars moves into Aquarius on the 13th. Venus moves there on the 16th. So the sun will be there for a short period of time with Mercury, Mars, and Venus there. And it will move into Pisces 2 days after Venus moves in. So that energy is going to be there. And what is greeting each and every one of them as they come into that your 9th house? Is something. And remember, the 9th house is what you seek. You're seeking something here. You're thinking with the higher mind, your intellectual framework of your mind, expanded consciousness. We're all becoming aware of something here. We're awakening to something. The higher mind is being activated. And you may go through some hell here, especially if you're an air sign, trying to think at that higher level. And this can also be about distant travel. This can be about philosophy, religion, teaching, higher education. It's a mutable sign, but it seeks something here. It seeks the knowledge because that is what Aquarius is. It's about what we know and how we communicate what we know, either in what's being published out there or what we publish. Don't publish lies. Look and find your own truth. Do your own research. We all got computers. Research is not that hard anymore. We can look people up on the internet. We can do background checks on them. We can find out all the information we need to know. And see and compare. There's videos now that are going out. Everybody's talking about right now the Tucker Carlson video and what, everybody's been, all media has been interviewing Zelensky in Ukraine. Nobody's been speaking to Putin. And I don't blame Tucker Carlson for saying, let's look at the other side. How can we have knowledge? And Putin did put a lot of history out there about Russia and its past. I mean, 2-hour interview, that's pretty big. That is big. Barbara Walters, back in her day, some of her interviews weren't that long. Well, maybe an hour. And it was very direct and very open, and I feel like very sincere of a history. I mean, this is not a cuckoo guy. Okay? Not a cuckoo guy. He knows history of his own country. So, hold on a minute. I'll be right back. Okay. Well, dang it. I'll be right back, you guys. I guess I won't. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Let me check something. Okay. Oh, what the heck's going on there? Anyway, I'm sorry I'm jumping back and forth here. I know it's annoying. I apologize. Um, but I feel like what's happening here with this energy that's coming into Aquarius, which is your ninth house, about seeking that knowledge and the higher mind awakening, we all need to address the truth and face it head on. Because I think what I was getting ready to say was about this opposition. What is the opposition? The opposition is that the capacity for awareness and objectivity. Becoming aware. That is what Aquarius is about. Becoming aware and stepping back and looking at something with objectivity to see who's telling the truth and who's lying. These are karmic lessons that we learn. And by doing that, and consciously, the higher mind being consciously aware of facing something of relationships, if we're over romanticizing friends or relationships in group settings, because the fifth house is where this is really big for you, is something fair and just here? Are you being given the truth? Is somebody, ask yourself, whose amusement do I play for? Whose amusement, who is using me for that for their own personal amusement? I mean, come on. Really stepping back and looking at this, and this might really wake you up, bring things out into illumination where you really see it clearly, or it's going to cause some frustration. Because how deep do you want to dig down into something to find out the truth of it? Ask yourself that question. Because you're dealing with the first house, the fifth house, and the ninth house. This is all about you in relationship and what is you're really seeking here. And knowledge is something that is so valuable. To know the truth about something and know the truth about others. And with Mars coming in, might cause some frustration. But it's going to be sort of, I feel like really that it's like each one of these are hitting Pluto. And Pluto is like, welcome in the house. I'm going to be here for the next 20 years. But I'm going to take a short break. When y'all come through and move on, I'm going to take my short little trip back to Capricorn, because I got one thing I got to finish up there. And then I'm going to leave that. And I'm coming back. But before I leave, I'm going to give you a little bit of a taste of something here that's to come, because it's going to go to 2 degrees before it starts its stationary and going retrograde. And then it's going to move back in within a month. Now that moved quick from 29 degrees. I mean, in a month, it's going to move right back in to Aquarius. It'll go stationary October the 11th, and it will move back November 19th. I said a month, a little over a month by the end of the year. And then it's going to be sitting there for 20 years doing its thing. Now, a lot of people are talking about AI. I'm not really that worried about AI, tell you the truth. Because it's going to have, over the next 20 years, it's going to evolve in sort of a different way. We can watch it, stay alert to it, learn more about it, and look at the changes that are coming, and be open-minded, where everything, I got to say this, everything that is invented can be used for evil, or it can be used for good. Which side do you want to stand on? That's the question. Which side are you going to be on? You going to be on it for the good of society? Or are you going to stand up against the evil of society on it? It's up to you. But you better face it, being authentically who you are, being real, and seeking out whatever it is that you want to know. Don't just take people's words for things, because it's going to affect your life, because these are the houses of your life. First, fifth, and ninth house are about your life path. Where are you going to devote yourself to? Maybe in education, maybe in a belief, maybe in a cause, maybe in a project. I don't know. It's up to you. You're making that choice. No one can make that choice for you but you. And there is that opposition to your 11th house from your 5th house. What is it with that 5th house that is about love affairs and romantic attachments? Could be something about drama or pleasure or play, amusement, speculation as well. Is dealing with that 5th house as well. And you need to be able to really decipher what it is. Excuse me. What is real and what is not real. Are you up for the challenge? Are you ready to move in that direction? Because whether you like it or not, we're going in there. Ain't nothing you can do to stop it. We're selling into the future. And yeah, you may make mistakes, but that's the thing about mistakes, is learning from them and not doing them again. Learning those lessons that we need to learn. Okay? So it's going to be kind of interesting until, things start to move on. Next month, there will be those transits, and we'll talk about those and what they're going to do and where they're going to be and how they move forward. Okay? Anyway, let's jump on in to the tarot part. I did do some adjustments yesterday. Because remember, I don't know if y'all looked at the other signs. Like I said, these are general. They may or may not resonate with you guys. So it's going to be up to you on this. But you're free to just, go look at the other parts. You can look at the other things that are in your chart. of the time of your birth, your moment of time when you were born. And you can get a full reading from that. First thing I'm going to give here is I'm going to give a prophecy for love. Getting a lot of time things here. I'm seeing. Interesting. Get out there in the world. Get yourself grounded. Stand on solid ground. All right, the first card I lay down is going to be about you. What is the prophecy for you in love? The second card is going to be about the past, present, and future. You're either dealing with something in the past, or you're dealing with something in the present now, or you could be dealing with something in the future here. And then the last card is going to be about the outcome. All right, let's go. Let's work it, work it, work it. All right. Gemini. What is prophecy for love for Gemini? Also, make sure if you're going to check out your other signs, don't just go with your sun, your moon, and Venus, and those other ones. Just don't go for those. Check out first your sun. You can read this. This is the sun, and then look at whatever your ascending is in your chart. Because the sun is about the self identity. The ascending is about what you're showing out there into the world, what people are actually seeing of you, and how they assess you in that as well. We got hidden past, secrets of the past, and old ghost coming to the surface. Wow. You got some secrets coming out? Or somebody going to expose some secrets about you that you would probably like to keep hidden? Something here's not at the right time. Something about multiple options as well. All right, let's see what is about the past, present, and future. So the past is important here. Could be about past relationships. Swept up. A whirlwind romance you will soon sweep you off your feet. Wow. So there could be somebody who maybe you dealt with in the past, back when, that you have not seen in maybe some time. And all of a sudden they just come in and want to sweep you off your feet, Gemini. It's all about something about forgiveness too. All right, let's see what your outcome is here. What is the outcome for Gemini in their prophecy for romance? All right, last try. They've given up on love. This is their last effort. That they may try to connect with you. And I gotta say here, they've been lurking. A third party will try to creep and pry into your relationship. So be warned. Somebody's lurking around, watching. Here. That flipped over within 9 months. lurking in the background, seeing what you're doing. Want to know maybe if you're available? Do they have a chance maybe coming back since they've been gone? You know, it's like maybe you've had a past relationship with someone, okay? And maybe they moved away. Maybe you left this on good terms. And secretly, you had something about this. You kept it hidden about really how you felt about somebody. But that ghost is coming to the surface. Those feelings may be coming back up. And, you know, this may be your last chance to do something here. And maybe they're coming back. Maybe they've been keeping an update on you, what you've been up to. And are you involved with somebody now? Are you not involved? They just want to know. And is there, you know, this might be their, maybe they left because you were involved with somebody. Maybe you was getting married, and all of a sudden maybe your marriage didn't work out. That relationship broke up. Maybe they've been kind of, you know, in the background just watching to see and waiting for that last opportunity to try and get with you. Let's see what you've got to say about this. Now, the messages I'm going to do here is what you have to say and maybe what they have to say. And then what is the message about this outcome? All right, what is it Gemini has to say about this? The hidden past. The secrets of the past. Old ghost coming to the surface. Okay. Your energy heals me. Have you had some recent breakup or something here? And maybe this person coming back was sort of like a healing for you? Maybe they always made you feel good. What has this person got to say, or this somebody that's coming in this world romance? Like I said, you've got that fifth house, which is a romantic attachment here. Love is still there deep down our hearts. Love is still there deep down our hearts. I think they left the word out. But we should definitely spend more time together. Wow. Somebody wants to spend some time with you, and I think you're willing here because their energy may be healing. Last try. What is the word or the message for the outcome for Gemini here? Good reading so far. What is the message for this last try? They've had an eye on you, or you've had an eye on them. All right. Ooh, this is a good sign here. Why? Because the first word that hit me with this message is adaptable. And that's exactly what you are. You are an adaptable sign. You are a mutable sign. Be adaptive and receptive to lead our love to divine growth. God. Oh. Gemini. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's the message about it. Be adaptable and receptive to receive. All right. For the moon, I'm going to use the Queen of the Moon Oracle. I love this deck. I've said it over and over again. Shows something about our emotions. This this deck is kind of a guidance through the lunar and seasonal energies as well. You know, because it does depict like the beaver moon, the egg moon. So that would be a season. And I don't have a list here of those seasons of what each one represents, but it does guide you through the cycles, the seasons, and the energies of them. Top. That's the middle. So we'll put that on top. All right. What do we have? Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't see. Hold on a minute. I don't know if y'all even talking or not. Okay. I just couldn't see the comments or whatever, if y'all were making any. Like I said, I'll check that when I go into Virgo's reading next. Correct it, man. Oh. What is the message? What is the guidance here? Okay, thank you. Patience. The green corn moon. So look it up. You can look it up and see when the green corn moon when it is. The bottom of the deck you got focus, waxing. Waxing is the growing of the moon, staying focused on where you want to devote yourself to. Also realization, coming to a realization of something here. The waxing as well. So you will be coming to some sort of realization. So be patient. Something you're going to be coming very much aware of is either going to be illuminating. Excuse me. It's either going to be illuminating or it's going to, but it's wanting you to stay focused towards something here. Let's see. In the way. Sometimes I've got it all together, and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I feel like a nut, and sometimes I don't. What did it say? What was that? The group? Excuse me. Let me look at that a minute. Green corn moon. All right, let me look. What is the season of the green corn moon? August. Sturgeon. It's often known as the sturgeon moon too. So there's your season. The awareness. August. What's happening in August? I don't know. We'll deal with it when August comes, I reckon. But have patience, because whatever you're going through now has to do with that season. You may be anticipating something. What is guidance here? Spiritual guidance. We're all getting that spiritual guidance within us. If you've been working on your spirituality here, and you're a person of faith and belief, and you've been doing your healing work, and I'm not talking about, I don't really get much involved in chakras and all that kind of stuff, and I'm just, things I deal with, I can deal with, but I ask for guidance, I pray on it, and things I can't deal with that are completely out of my control, I put them in God's hand. He knows what's best. You know, some people may say that's crazy, but, you know, testimonies I've got for what he's done in my life. Geez. Every time I've done that. And just let him, you know, just say whatever will be your will. I'll accept. You've been maybe praying on somebody to return. Just have patience. All right, what is the spiritual guidance for Gemini? What is the spiritual guidance for Gemini here? Round and round. Are you going around and around in your head? You got chopped wood? You need to get busy. Keep your mind active and out to sea. That's kind of that Six of Swords. You know, putting it in the divine's hand, number 7, and moving on. Just, and keep active. Keep yourself, you know, there's nothing worse for a person's mind to be thinking and thinking and thinking. And if you burn up that energy, that can help you a lot with your mental state. Because something here you've been going around and around about as well. So, all right, let's go into the tarot and let's see what you got here. You're really focused on something here. I mean, you did get the focus card, so got 10 viewers here. Good. 4 of you guys are concurrent viewers. That's great. So that means 6 are not subscribed by chance? Please give the video a thumbs up. Please become a subscriber as well, so you can be notified when I am doing a live stream or posting a video. And also make sure you hit the like button. Helps with the algorithms. Support me that way. Here's the channel. All right, let's see. What do we got here for Gemini for this month of February? What is going on with them? Like I said, it may resonate, it may not. Go look at your ascending. Always have your charts. Know what's all in your chart. Know where the planets are. Okay, we got the 4 coins. 4 coins being that of Capricorn. You're holding on to some sort of... Capricorn is what we control. Okay? And Capricorn happens to be your 8th house. And right now, Venus and Mars is there. And right now, it's in the midheaven. As above, so below. Or when you're looking up, it's right above you. Whatever's going on. So you're trying to hold on to something here. And this could definitely be in your 8th house. This is something something you feel possibly. Or you're holding back on something here. If I can, the only thing we're able to control is ourselves. Right? We can't really control others. You can try, but if you do, that'll make your life miserable. So you're either resisting something and holding back. I mean, there's a musical note here as well. I just noticed that. You know, this could be somebody who writes music or writes poetry, does some sort of publishing, and you're keeping things really close to you right now. It's like it's my I don't want to say my way or the highway. That's not what I was going at. It's like it's what's inside of me. I'm really holding on to. I'm controlling my heart. I'm controlling my actions. I want to be really aware of what I do and who I do it with. Maybe this. Or either that, whatever it is, you're sending it up to the universe, saying, this is what I desire. Because the 8th house is about desire. But you're controlling or holding back what you really desire here in your life. What is your challenge here? Ooh, we got the Chariot. Major Arcana. That is Cancer. I just said something about what you feel. I felt like there was an opposition here, and when I looked up at your chart, I'm seeing that, you know, Cancer, you're holding on tight to something here for the moment of what you feel. And this could be very well about that vista that went direct. You've made a decision here about something that I'm going to control and decide when I'm going to feel whatever this is, that I'm going to devote myself to it. Because we do have this Chariot. And that is Cancer. And that is about what you feel, your values. You're holding close to your values here and how you feel. And it may be a challenge for you to hold back on something. You know, the secret. Wow. Maybe it's that message you're holding back on as well. Like, I can control what I say and what I think. But this energy kills me. And these feelings may be coming up. And that's where the challenge is for you to sit there and really face them. What it is you feel. And maybe letting something of what you feel go. Releasing yourself from those feelings. Give them to God. Give them to the Lord. You know how many times I have prayed about what's on my heart, and I will pray and I will say, Lord, please take this off my heart. It hurts too much. I don't like this energy. I don't like what I'm feeling right now. Take it off of me. And sometimes you got to do that. You got to release it. Ooh, God Almighty. What did I say? Somebody from the past. 6 of Cups. That's in your foundation. You talking about somebody over here from the past. I think you really been. Some people have been really praying for something here, and you guys, some of you may be praying for something that you feel like maybe you've lost. That thing of what, you know, the hands are like this, and it's like, well, if you know, send it to the universe and you release it. You remember the old saying? If it's meant to come back, it will. Because apparently there's still some love deep down there in your heart. And somebody may be, like I said, been looking around to see if you're involved with somebody. You may be looking to see if they're involved with somebody, but this is the past, present, and future. Now, who you've been dealing with in the past. When I'm pulling that card, I'm thinking about who you're dealing with in the past. Who are you dealing with in the present? Is there someone coming in the future? What is it here? What is the prophecy for you guys? In your overhead, we got the Eight of Wands. Something here's coming. That's Sagittarius energy. This is Scorpio energy. There's nothing in Scorpio right now, and there's nothing in Sagittarius right now. Everything has left that. But something of what you desire, I feel like is coming back to you. And it's coming back fast. This could be communication. Somebody wants to spend time with you. Ooh, in the past we had a tower. Something unexpected happened here. In the past. Your South Node. You're learning a karmic lesson here. On your past acts. Because what I was just talking about in your astrology, right? I was talking about this being Mars energy. And Mars is about our actions, our aggressiveness. Something here in the past, karmic lessons, and we were talking about your 11th house, or your 12th house, I'm sorry, those karmic lessons that need to be learned, facing it. Let's see what's coming in the future. This is Mars energy. This is Cancer. So the two things here has to deal right now at this moment in time has to deal with what you feel because it is the sign of Cancer about future plans or something in your life. You're at, your aspirations, your goals, your plans, whatever they may be. There's a challenge there because something is coming out of the past. And this could be that karmic lesson. That you got to learn something from. And it says patience. You've been going round and round in your head. I'm not seeing Mercury anywhere here. But I do see you're trying to control something here. Now, got a Page of Wands here for your future. And that's interesting because what you got here for your moon, your Oracle moon card, is about that green corn moon that deals with August. When I look at the aces or I look at the pages, to me it's seasonal. Exactly what this is, seasonal. And this is about Leo, which is summertime, seasonal. For you, it would be around Leo for you is your third house. So that would be somewhere at the beginning between the spring and the summer. The season changes. And so something here, some action is going to be taking place during this season and during the summer. Maybe start something kind of kicks off at that time. For you in the future. Maybe the return of somebody in the summer. That spring, summer, the end of spring. What is your energy here? You got the 8 of coins. So something here is doubling with this 4 of coins. You got the 8 of wands, and you've also got the 8 of coins. That's something about life. This is Virgo energy. You may be starting a project or something in that full moon, or you're working towards something there that you want to accomplish. You're really devoted to it. Maybe emotionally, you're devoted to it. Something about in your life. In your environment, you got the 2 of swords, and you also got the hangman. So there, what's in your environment is, if you're trying to make a decision about something, or if somebody else is making a decision here. The hangman is Neptune energy. Pisces, Neptune energy. The sun will be going into Pisces soon. And you may be trying to get, somebody here is getting some sort of objectivity of something, looking at something maybe a little bit different and making this decision. Do I come forward the last try? Do I make my last attempt before I actually give up on love? I mean, that could be you, but, like I said, you're an adaptable sign. You're a mutable sign. That's the biggest thing, is you receive things, and you deal with it in time to adjust to be able to survive something here, whatever it may be that you're dealing with in your life. And somebody's making a decision. Now, a lot of these cards with this particular deck, I'm seeing the colors, right? The rainbow colors, okay? But most of it's dealing with the sun and the moon. What your soul maybe you're focused toward, and then what you're feeling deep inside of you. Now, this would be a lot that has to deal with Neptune, illusions, but it's also kind of got the symbols of the chakra symbols, those things, getting that balance. Sometimes I've looked at, and I'm not going to say this with you guys, but something here I use, it's a sort of a betrayal. Now, Pisces is your 10th house. I've noticed with my own self, sometimes my emotions betray me. You can betray yourself, really, by what you feel. You're going to say, I'll never do that again. And then all of a sudden, boy, you get around something, maybe even somebody you said you would never even have anything to do with again. And when they come, you just get weak-kneed. And your feelings betray you. But this is looking. And that can also be devotion to something, or an unworthiness because of illusions. You got to be careful with Neptune, especially with Pisces being that of what you believe. And it is in your 10th house, which, deals with, and it's ruling it. Career, education, what don't romanticize about education or careers, please. because they never turn out what you think they are, unless you've done some what is that job, uh, shadowing, where you've been shadowing somebody in a job, um, and learning about that career, what all it takes to do that job or be in that kind of career. Um, and this could be within this environment as well. You're they're making a decision. Let's see what your outcome is here. Whoa, we got the Fool. Somebody's ready to take a leap of faith. That's that's Aquarius energy. Some people call it Aries. The Fool represents Uranus, and Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, and it's not in its house. So yeah, Uranus is like, I don't like the sun being there. You're waking me up. You're shaking me up. You become very what was I just going to say? You're becoming very aware of your actions, and maybe that you're too quickly to jump into something here, or something that's going to shake your ground up. Because the Fool is zero in the major arcanas, because you don't know what to expect out of this. It's sort of a gesture, a trick, entertainment. But it is like an awakening, taking a risk at something, taking that leap of faith. Maybe you didn't have before. We're talking about Uranus. Yeah. There's some confusion here, uncertainty. Do I take that jump or not? Towards something here you desire. There's a hidden past here. Your secret. I don't know if you're going to really talk about what you really keeping close to yourself, or if you're going to let it out there. All right, now let's look at these for a minute. This is Mars, so this is a planet. This is a planet, Neptune. This is a planet, Uranus. So you're dealing with 3 planets in 3 different of your houses. Mars being in your 8th, fixing to move. So something here is fixing to move. Something is fixing to go. That's going to shake you where you're standing still and you're not quite sure about something here, because maybe you're confused what you actually feel, because this is the challenge. Do I move this way? That's the Chariot. The way I feel? Do I go toward what I feel? To the past? That heals me? There's some uncertainty here in your life about a choice. Is it real? Is it not real? But it's shaking you, getting you to awaken, to consciously become aware of something here, to make you see something of your own, maybe your own actions in the past, or somebody else's. Something shocking coming back, sweeping you up off your feet. And you don't know how to deal with these feelings. And that's maybe why you're going around and around in your head. What is your overall energy for the reading? Ooh, Ace of Swords. Boy, we're talking about getting knowledge here. And this is the time. Getting that clarity, the truth. Seeking the truth. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're focused on seeking the truth of something. But be patient because it's coming. Queen of Cups. What you feel. Queens I look at as relationships. This is Cancer. Definitely Cancer. And you got it here in your challenge. You got it here in your outcome. I mean, it's not Cancer, but it's emotions. You got it in your foundation. Emotions. Something's shaking you up emotionally here. That you just might be something in the air or something coming that's coming very that you have to be honest. It's an illumination. Again, we got a page of coins. And you've only got one coin, don't get two. The Capricorn and the Virgo. What did I just hear? I heard something sound like it slammed. Like a door or something, a screen door. I don't know. So pages, I said, I look at them as seasonal. So this would be, for you, in a seasonal, would be between, in that, toward the winter time and the springtime. And I said something about spring and summer. So I'm looking at something here, the equinox, and I'm also looking at something here with the solstice. You got the King of Coins. Something's coming in that's going to be kind of grounded, steady, secure for you. Has to do with the work. We're looking at the big picture. Because Virgo is about putting in the work. That's about one thing a lot of us can control in our lives is our work. And what we choose to do. The energy and effort we put into something. And since I see that the emotions here, and you're dealing with 3 different planets, and mostly I'm seeing, when I look at these minor arcanas, I don't dwell too much on signs or planets or anything like that. I do know that, Mercury deals with Virgo and those other things, and Pluto deals with Scorpio. And I don't, to me, they're the actions. They're the part that tells the story of where you're at. I'm looking at the major arcanas and the court cards to give me seasons, or is it about a relationship? Is it about your realm, your environment, which the kings do a lot with that, the environment, your skills. And then what planets are the biggest point for you right now? And I said Mars, Neptune, Uranus. And if some people associate that with Aries, then we're still going back to Mars. But I don't. I associate it with what it is. It's Aquarius energy, which is about the planet Mars. Or not Mars. Uranus. So you're dealing with one sign, which is Cancer, right here, what you feel, and the direction you want to go in life. And what past actions you took that maybe you didn't succeed before, but could this be the opportunity of somewhere now after you've been going around and around and around in something and you haven't been listening to the spirit within you that's been kind of giving you some message here? You know, I tell you what, when I get something on my mind and it comes to me 3 different times, I'm going to listen. And each time, if it gets louder and louder, you know, you get this kind of sort of message in your head, and you're like, okay, where did that come from? Come from spirit. And then the next time you hear it, it gets a little louder, a little bit more forceful. And then the third time you hear it, it's kind of shouting at you to get your attention. It's like, I've had those experiences. And I'm like, okay, I'm listening. What is it? And I even, you know, questioned it at times. Asking, why in the world would you give me a message like that? Well, there's a reason behind it. And like I said, I'm a walking, living testament to things. All right, let's see what this 4 of coins. Let's get more clarity. Now, the Lenormand deck, I like to use it as the environment, the world itself you're living in, what is there. Kipper deck's more personal. To me, is action. All right, we got something here is not over. And we have the 9 of Pentacles. And I also got to tell you, too, I look for the Nikola Tesla's code in my readings as well. And you got a couple of numbers missing here in your reading. And this has to do with something with, when I was talking about that coding, it has to do with your life. It has to deal with relationship. And also has to deal with something material. And I'm only seeing a couple of things here material, but the code's not here. So as far as feelings wise, as far as material wise, there's nothing of it here. So something here is not finished because it's in reverse. And this is one of those one of those that has to do with that Tesla code, the 9 of Pentacles. You have the 8, deals with Virgo. But something here with this 4 of coins, you got to get to work. Your energy is saying you got to work on something here. Because with it coming out in reverse, now you don't do reversals, but something here is not done. You've left something unfinished. And you got to get back into it. All right, let's see what else we got. For the Chariot, we got the King of Wands. You've been under a storm. You've been under a change in your life. You've been going through some sort of shakeup here in the past. that you're trying to maybe let go of some feelings that you have maybe cried over. I mean, this is like, it was a shock. When this tower hit, it was kind of a shock. But now the storm is going to be passing, and it's part of that challenge of facing something here, moving on from it, or letting it go, releasing it. Whatever you're not finished with here, put the work in, whatever it may be. Six of Cups, you got the dice. So this deals with aces, and I haven't seen any aces showing up here. Page is here. The wand's not here. Page delivers that ace. So it's something here of taking a risk at something. And we do know the Fool takes a risk as well. Above, again, about the aces, building bridges, building connections. Be careful what bridges you burn. Because once they're burnt, can you rebuild them? It's also of a higher level, ascending to a higher level. You've been down here, maybe crossing this bridge. Now, all of a sudden, you're in this higher level of something coming, something ascending from a higher level, coming down to meet you at your level and sweep you off your feet. Maybe somebody's wanting to build this bridge here. They didn't burn it. You didn't burn it, because I don't think it was over with. Ooh. The story is not finished. We have the woman with the rose. You still got something to say. Because remember what I said about this up here? It's as above, so below. Are you going to take that risk? Something is ascending from the higher level down. It's like as above, like the magician. As above, what's up there, you're looking up. And whatever it is that you've either prayed for, or whatever it is in your destiny, in your life, or whatever this is, it's like, okay. And you've got, with this page, you've got the King of Swords. This is a healing card. Again, something here from the past that's hidden is bringing in some sort of healing. An action of healing. What is this with the 8? Aha, you got the book here. What are you revealing? What secrets are you revealing? Or what is being revealed? I think, if some of you, if you're publishing something here, the truth about something, this could be journalism. This could be just, if you're putting the truth out there, but it's hidden away, because this is under lock and key too. It's like you need to get back to something here, either back to studies, but it's like writing something in the book, journaling your feelings, putting it on paper so you can go back and look at it. Well, back then I felt like this. Back then this happened to me. Maybe you are one of those people that keep a diary, your daily life events. I tried that when I was a kid, and I could never get into doing that. Ooh, interesting. This 2 of Swords, we're getting another 8, 8 of Pentacles. Now here in your base reading, we do have the 8 of Coins. So it's something here that you're opening up about. And you're making a decision here. I got a feeling. Do I open my heart up to this? Do I? Because with the rose, you're holding the rose. So whatever you're doing here is to unlock. Somebody may be coming in to unlock. It has the key to help the healing for you. Oh my Lord, really? I hope I love these mutable signs. I hope these readings are gonna be wow. Because I know you guys, mutable signs go through some shit. I mean, we have to be the cleanup crew, you know? What you got here is you got the man with the rose. This is not an illusion, as you may think it is. And I feel like, maybe this, whatever it is in your environment here, they have been the one, like I said, watching to see if you maybe, are in a relationship with someone else. They don't want to interfere, but this person brings in some sort of healing, opens your heart back up, gives you this rose, brings that rose out, or you give it to someone here, and you reveal this secret. The Fool. Ah. We've got, now, remember I said something about the aces? Taking the risk here, aces. Your aces is the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords. Speaking the truth. What's in your heart? Somebody here needs to speak it to build that bridge. You've got the Skype. This is like what you sow, you reap, but it's also about the harvest, harvesting something. Something here is definitely on the horizon for you. But it's also about cutting out, like if you're wanting to harvest something here, and we're talking about of the time in August, which usually August, September are harvest times, or September's more of the celebration of the harvest. So this is like tending to the garden, cutting out the weeds, so you'll have that good crop. And it is that Knight of Pentacles. Reliable, dependable. You can do a lot of things with wheat, barley, oats, corn. So it's nurturing something here. The Seven of Cups, that goes back, this seems to go back to that Neptune energy. We got the Seven of Cups again. You're figuring something out here. That balance. That covenant. Something here is deeply rooted. Let me get one more on it. Oh, yeah. Okay. You're releasing something here. The stress. Letting that anchor go is something that's holding you back. Letting it just come up. Let it come. Like I said, something's coming to the surface. It's been deeply rooted. Maybe it needs to be revealed. And at the bottom of the deck, you got something here that was very destructive. But there's some, maybe you were into something very destructive. Maybe somebody betrayed your loyalty, your trust, broke your heart, put up blockages. All right, let's look at Kipper here a minute. Let's see what the actions are. Now, this one you got with this book is like finishing it. It's 10 of Pentacles, the end of something here. Time to write the new book. I'll go out and get that new journal, that new diary. Because it's like, because something here ain't done. It's not, you're not putting it away. It's not finished. You may still have some healing to do. Some people, a form of writing is a healing. All right, let's see what we got here. Whoa. Get away from me. All right, let's see about this 4 coins in this coffin in reverse. That's a 9 of Pentacles. See, something's not finished here. The 9 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles. You need to finish something here. And I think that Tower moment is what caused something not to get finished. Something was left unsaid, unspoken. Sometimes I have trouble with Kipper showing me. Tell me what's going 4 coins, the actions. Something is not put away, something's not finished. Okay. All right, it's even in reverse. Yep. Did somebody steal somebody's something here? And because loss is like a loss of something valuable. It's not lost. It's just misplaced. Or somebody's returning something here. Let's see what this Chariot in the Storm, King of Wands, planning something here. Yes, there's a message of concern here. Something's bothering you. Like I can't move on until I deal with this. And that is part of the challenge. Something's... I don't think you're frustrated by this. I think you're just more or less... Is something coming that's being illuminated. You may be getting some kind of truth. It's like, whoa, what is this? The 6 of Cups and the dice. We got the wealthy man. Something he knows. That's usually like the ticker tape, bankers, stock markets, these sort of things. Somebody that maybe can advise or was an advisor. In some way, trying to help you succeed at something here. We got distant horizon. I told you there's something on the horizon. And that's usually talking about summer too. You got a lot of stuff talking about summer here. Something to come. What is this with the romantic woman? Ooh, adjudication. Judicial system. Did somebody take something? Now, for this right here, it's hard for me to know whatever this was. You would know, but it's kind of destructive. It's bringing up something back out, but it's going to take the pressure off. And also with the tower in Lenormand has to do with something big, something institute, either education, government agencies, judicial systems, hospitals, uh, those sort of things, big buildings, big institutes. So I'm just noticing with this being on the tower, um, I want to say this. It came to me. Whatever, if you're publishing something, check and double check on copyright. Don't let yourself be accused for copyright material. It just came to me. But there is something with healing here. Let's see what the healing is. Great fortune. That's gold clovers coming down. And there is clovers in this deck, but there's something here of great fortune coming in. Maybe there's something here you somebody may, if you had published something, hopefully they didn't copyright your material, but there's a healing experience here and a great fortune as well, great considerable luck. I kind of look at her with justice as well, but Venus, open one's heart, so that way too. But then of justice, fair, balance, but this doesn't have the scale. It's just a lot of luck here. And we have the community. There's something here within the community. Again, this could be family, and not really necessarily family because there are family cards here, but known in the community, knowing what's in your environment or in the community where you live, friends, associates, places maybe you visit. You may be going to different communities to talk about what your goals or aspirations may be. Maybe you're writing something motivational. And you may run into somebody there. Again, the courthouse. Whoever this is in your environment had something to do with this over here and helped you and help you heal. But there's still something here being swept away in something as well. This could be contracts as well. But we got courtship. So somebody here is courting you. Is this the justice of the peace? Or is there some sort of contract that, that could deal with what is it? I just left my mind. I forgot the term. I was just thinking about it earlier this morning. Where you sign a agreement, a prenup. That's what I was thinking. Prenup. Is somebody filing a prenup here before they get married? Or before, this may be one of the conditions is something here. Where somebody helped you through some legalities. Well, let's see what this fool and the somebody's got bad health here. There's something that's unhealthy. I I would say be cautious because this is very sharp and cuts very deep. If somebody is having something to do with, and I got another message. Jeez, that I told you I get these messages because when I did this reading, I wasn't thinking a daggum thing. Now all of a sudden I got things popping in my head. If somebody got this, could have been an injury suit, medical injury suit. On somebody. Don't ever do any kind of surgical things when Mars is the ruler of the day. I will say that. Okay? And that's usually Mars rules on Tuesday. Don't ever schedule anything when it's Mars, dealing with Mars, or the hour of Mars as well. Because it cuts deep. Like I said, anybody that's using that card as Aries or whatever, but something here is cutting deep. And whatever this confusion is with this, confusion, stress, you're letting that go. See? Look there. What did I say? Somebody needs to cut this loose. About their home. Their house, their property. Something of value here. The gates closed. Maybe somebody lost their home because of something here. And maybe there is a lawsuit because the damages that somebody caused you. If this is what that is, whatever this is definitely is something here that's going to be found out. That's coming to the surface. That's going to take that stress away. And relieve it and help heal something here. But I was going to say, because the message I got was something of a personal injury thing as well, where somebody got injured, maybe on the job, or some kind of personal injury. And I would say look for your claim to maybe be settled in August. Yep, we got the official. Something's going to officially come to an end. And that would cause that where something of the theft of a percentage of disability or something like that has occurred. So expect something maybe here that something of your case gets brought up again between when spring starts to when summer starts, and then it kind of clears up in August. That has to do with that green corn. Y'all probably been going around and around on something here. And I did say that there was, again, August here on the horizon. And there is security here, and something does with that Ten of Pentacles. It does come to a conclusion. Somebody maybe not being able to work, lost their home because they were so stressed out. Like I said, that's what I'm talking about. When you get messages that just come out of nowhere, like I just got them during this reading, that was kind of strange. Why are you taking me off the path over here to somewhere else? Because those stuff don't come from me. I don't think like that. My thinking is more structured and organized. Let's see what opportunities are being opened for you guys. Truth's gonna come out no matter what. What's done in the dark will be revealed. What's done in secret will be revealed. So, and when I read, I don't read with the focus of a female energy. Women. No. I don't even focus on a male. Because it could be either way. I don't even think about gender when I'm doing a reading. All right, let's see what opportunities the divine is opening up for you. Gemini. Might title this one, Which is Your Story? Alright, got the door here. Inner power. By your own command, you brought yourself here. At this moment in life, you have nothing to fear. Wow, that's a very powerful message. And you've got nothing to fear about this. Your opportunity's coming. All right, let's see what kind of magic the universe is creating for you. I mean, you got these planets. Mars, Neptune, Uranus, shaking things up. Neptune here. What is the magic universe is creating for you? Gemini. Magic is the universe creating for Gemini. Mystic Star. Harmony in the home and great friendships. Which I was talking about, your friendships. Your home life is your fourth house is Virgo. So there's definitely something with that full moon in Virgo this month. Harmony within your home. Which is around the 25th of that full moon. I do want to say something here about the mystic star. Stay away from the occult. Just as the mystical star, okay, is a sign of. Remember, if you ever looked at my astrology things, you see I talk about sometimes about the mystic rectangle and saying that's Lucifer's rectangle because it's called the mystical. This is another sign. So you're going to get a sign of something here that could very well be Lucifer's star. Because when I looked at that, the first thing that popped in my head, I looked at it and I looked at it again and I said, that's not the Star of David. And then I saw the words mystical, and then I'm going back and see, my mind, like I said, my mind is analytical. You know, I look at things and I'm like, be cautious who you let in your home. Because you may have a friendship here that's a hidden enemy. Again, somebody lurking, checking out your relationship, third party. I mean, I don't really delve too much in third parties because I'm like, I'm like, if that's what you want, go. Just go. All right, let's see what we got here. What we got? What is the healing message for Gemini? It's upright. Good. I hate when they fly off and leave me. Know thyself. It is the most important task you have, is to get to know yourself. And remember what I said about Aquarius and that stellium that's happening? Get to know yourself. Knowledge. Can't go wrong with knowledge. All right, let's see what we got here for the feminine energy. Let me strange if these planets come out that I called out by chance. All right, for the feminine energy, we have Aries. Sign of Aries, we talked about that. Got it over here with the tower, but it's Mars. We've got the planet Uranus. We talked about it, is in your outcome for you feminine energies. And we have the 11th house, which we talked about as well. So I would say again, watch out for your hidden enemies. Okay? That might be careful who you tell your secrets to. I just heard that song. Who sang that song? Was it Elvis Presley? Devil in Disguise? That's weird. I mean, that's an old song. All right, let's see what we got for the masculine energy. I'm just kind of looking over things, seeing if I'm missing something here. Because you remember when I said this, I said sometimes that's often referred to as Aries, the Fool. But dealing with, and you got the dice, the feminine dice, from the feminine dice, you got the Aries constellation, right? Your 11th house here. You got Uranus here. And we talked about Uranus. This is Uranus, remember? One of the planets. So there's going to be some sort of, you're going to have to make some adjustments here, and you're going to have the courage to make a decision about something here that's shaking things up. Feminine energies. Now the masculine energies. What do we got for you guys? All right. You know, I looked at this over here, and I was thinking 12th house. And I hadn't even looked at this over here, but there's the 12th house. We've got Scorpio as a sign. I don't know where Scorpio, that's 10th, and that's Pisces. Scorpio for you would be the 6th house, something of work, for the masculine energy. Health as well. We also have Saturn here that is sitting over in Pisces, which is your 10th house. So if you masculine energies, there may be something here dealing with your 12th house, which is that house of karma. Your 10th house deals a lot with your career. Saturn is in that house of Pisces. And Saturn is direct, and it kind of puts the brakes on things. So work may be slowing down. And for men, I would say be cautious in your job. Don't rush something here. Because kind of like what I'm looking at here has to deal with earth and water. Your 12th house is Taurus. And that's earth. You could have some loss in work due to an accident. So pace yourself. Don't try to rush through anything. And that could be why I was getting the message about a personal claim injury. I'm hearing birds chirping. And for the feminine energy, there's something I would say that's changing for you guys in the relationship area. Most of men, I'm feeling with the masculine energy, it's work. The feminine energy, it has to do with something in relationship. Okay? Anyway, that's what I got for you guys. Thank you for joining me. I hope you got something out of this. You can comment below. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel. Right now, we got 3 current viewers, concurrent viewers here, meaning they're constantly coming back. So they are subscribed. So got 11 people there. If you are new, please subscribe to the channel if you like the way I read. Also hit the like button, the thumbs up. And also hit the bell so you get notifications. What else I need to let you know? I think that's about it. But like I said, I don't do too many lives. Usually I'm trying to just get these out. And share with everybody what's going on. And help me grow the channel. I would love to have you as subscribers. Love to even have you comment during a live feed. If you would like. So, thanks so much. Appreciate it. And y'all have a wonderful rest of the weekend and a wonderful week, rest of the wonderful month, and have a wonderful, wonderful, awesome Valentine's Day. Don't remember, love is in the air, so open your heart to receive as well as give. Okay? And I will see y'all on the other side. Bye.